We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyreek Hill on the return. And Hill running right through it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Back up. And it's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for KC. 42 yards. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the 1st time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. After getting that turnover on the 1st drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Gun. 39. 20. Hey, South.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Kansas City Chiefs coming back out onto the field here, and they were part of the game of the week for Week 6, right? I mean, no doubt, that game against New England, 43 to... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Possession back over the Atlanta Falcons. And this is a team that broke a 3-game losing streak, and boy, did they need that win last week against Tampa Bay. But the injuries are still a problem. In fact, they had 3 new injuries surface in that victory.
Remember the injuries we were talking about were on the defensive side of the ball. Linebacker Deion Jones, the 2 safeties, right? You talk about Keanu Neal. And, of course, Ricardo Allen, both of them gone for the year, it appears. This time it's on the offensive side. Hot rookie wide receiver Calvin Ridley out with an ankle injury, didn't return in that ball game. Mohamed Sanu had a 35-yard touchdown pass that he hauled in, but missed the second half with a hip problem. And the kicker, Matt Bryant, knocks down a 57-yard field goal with a little over a minute to play in the fourth quarter, but pulls a hamstring on his kicking leg. Amazing the amount of injuries the Falcons have had to endure.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 66 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a nice job there as he gets this one up. Shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs are in for 6. And it's no good. He misses the PAT, So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here as the night progresses. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now it's Ryan. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out.
21. Go. 20. Ready, go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's third down.
39. Get up. 21.
From the gun, Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And out come the Chiefs now. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Spins past it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Now Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 52 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And going deep for Hill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They run with Hunt. Down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run it here with Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So out come the Falcons now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he goes out of bounds just shy of 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. And here now come the Falcons. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Hey, South.
On second down, Ryan. They've got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Get up. Right. Left.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now Ryan on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Allen Bailey in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan on second down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that incompletion, let's discuss all the overtime games that we've had so far in the NFL. We've had 9 of them, at least one each week. Now, week 6, it was Miami and the Bears with the Dolphins getting the win.
Yeah, and you know something? That's an NFL record because that record was set week 5, an overtime game each of the first 5 weeks of the season. Now we're adding to the record, and I wouldn't doubt at all that we would get to 7 weeks and maybe beyond. It's been a very competitive NFL season. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go now. Green.
This is Hunt. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Hey, express. Right.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him,
and he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Hey, Tuesday.
Back now here on EA Sports. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken short. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Hill. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulder. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Mahomes to throw on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Tack McKinley in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And the blitz does come. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Left. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Butker now to kick this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
21. Gun. 11. Go.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. First down now, but that clock rolling. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Jarvis Jenkins there for the tackle. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now a desperate. This is caught inside the 15. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Tuesday.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, got it. 39.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now it's Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
There we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Now Hunt. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken very short. First down, Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a first and 10 at the 18. Here's Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Ready. 25. Hey, express.
Here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 68 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken short. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Z.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to drop him. And sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, 38 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. This is fielded at the 27. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcon. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hey, Tuesday.
Ryan. He's going to go for a big play now. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of, trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
21. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to go up top. He's got him in. Complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 76 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.